We will now begin the regular press conference by Foreign Minister Motegi. So I have a comment to make. Next week, from the 11th through 12th, I will be attending the G7 Foreign Ministers meeting that will be held in Canada. I will be visiting Niagara in the state of Ontario, Canada. It is the first time in 4.5 years that I will be attending the G7 Foreign Ministers meeting. During this time, inclusive of the Ukraine's and Middle East situation, the international situation has greatly changed. So concerning the very severe international situation, it is required for the G7 to be united, to have close communication, and to deal with various issues facing the international society. Now, during this meeting, during the two-day meeting, in addition to the situation surrounding Middle East and Ukraine, we will also be talking about the Indo-Pacific situation that we are placing emphasis on, and also the various issues faced by the international society. We will have frank exchange of views with the G7 foreign ministers so we can align our understanding. And in the margin of this meeting, bilateral meetings will also be held. We hope to make this an opportunity to deepen the trust relations with the other foreign ministers. Last night, we had a telephone meeting with the Foreign Minister of Canada, who will be serving as the presidency, and I said that I will be looking forward to meeting him. That is all from me.
If you have a question, please raise your hand, and if you're called, and then please proceed to the microphone and mention your affiliation and name. This is Uemura of Yomiuri Shimbun. Thank you very much. The other press conference on the 6th Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning expressed opposition to the Japanese government's decision to confer the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun to former representative of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office in Japan, Frank Shea. Mr. Shea served as a representative for 8 years and was honored for his contributions to promoting friendship, goodwill, and mutual understanding between Japan and Taiwan. We ask for your assessment and take on the response to China's opposition. As you have pointed out, conferment to Mr. Frank Shea was, as has been mentioned by yourself, was awarded in recognition of his contribution to promoting a friendship, goodwill, and mutual understanding between Japan and Taiwan as representative of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office in Japan, serving for 8 years. Similarly, in other cases in the past, there have been other cases as such. So, the government of Japan's basic stance on the relationship with Taiwan has remained unchanged from what was described in the Japan-China Joint Communique of 1972.
共同通信本田さん, please. Honda from Kyoto Tsushin, thank you. Now, concerning the visa from China, the Chinese government has said that they will be extending by 1 year the short-term visa exemption for Japanese nationals. And also, December last year, the Japanese government has announced the partial relaxation of the tourist visa requirements, but that has not been concluded. So on November 3rd, the Chinese foreign minister has announced that for many countries, inclusive of Japan, the short-term visa exemption, it will be extended until the end of next year. I understand that that has been announced. So we hope that this announcement, the visa extension, will lead to multi-layered communication between Japan and China. And also, concerning the Chinese tourists, the timing for the short-term visa relaxation, we are seriously thinking about this, taking various situations into consideration.
Miyawaki-san of the Asahi Shimbun, please. Miyawaki of the Asahi Shimbun speaking. According to the Xinhua News Agency of China, has announced that the third PLA's aircraft carrier has been commissioned. There is a possibility that there will be more activity conducted by PLAs in the seas around in this region. Well, according to the announcement by China, we understand that on November 5th, PLA's aircraft carrier Fujian was commissioned in Hainan province, which faces the South China Sea. China continues to increase national defense expenditures at high levels, while expanding its military capabilities rapidly without sufficient transparency. We would like to refrain from making any prediction regarding what kind of impact on the by this commissioning of the aircraft carrier Fusion, but would like to closely watch the military trend surrounding Japan, including its movements, and with strong concern while responding to the situation.
Umemura-san, Yomiuri Shimbun, please. Umemura from Yomiuri Shimbun. So in Italy, you talked about the G7 foreign ministers meeting. I have a question on that. So G7, ever since it was established, the significance has been questioned due to the rise of emerging countries. So with the Russian invasion of the Ukraine, and also the unity between China, Russia, and North Korea, and also the rise of the global South. So in these times, what would be the significance or implication of the unity of G7 in the international society? And in order for G7 to realize this unity, what do you think your role would be, Minister? Inclusive of the Ukraine, but also Middle East as well. The international situation is extremely severe, and there are various fragmentations and the rise of emerging countries. So we are seeing such moves, and within that, the G7 that shares a sense of values and principles, we need to be united to realize a free and open international order. So for this common target, we need to take measures. And also we need to deal with various issues facing the international society that is extremely important. So we would like to confirm this kind of thinking together with our counterparts in the G7 countries. And within the G7 discussions, I would like to bring in the perspective from the Indo-Pacific so that specific cooperation can be promoted. Thank you.
Sakaguchi-san from Kyodo News. Sakaguchi of Kyodo News speaking. Regarding your comment about the G7 meeting, there are various themes, topics to be discussed, Ukraine and the Middle East situation, and recently, critical minerals, including rare earth, and Canada is also interested in the maritime security. So economic security and maritime security, do you think that there will be any discussions on these matters? If so, what kind of outcome would you like to see from out of this meeting? I think there will be 4 sessions, starting with working dinner. On the second day, there will be discussions on various topics, including Middle East situation, Ukraine situation, and Indo-Pacific issues, and other regional issues and situations, and maritime security, and energy security issue, and critical minerals, and other issues will be also discussed. That is what I think.
Are there any other questions? This will be the end of the meeting. Thank you very much.